Republican presidential candidate. The former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum is with me right now. Senator, thanks very much for coming in. So if you were president right now, what would you do?
Well, I would have done this before this bombing, but this bombing just points out how dangerous ISIS is, and it's not contained to just the geographical area where they are present. They are recruiting and expanding all over the world because we have allowed them to maintain their territorial integrity, maintain their caliphate, maintain the claim that they are a legitimate Islamic state. As long as we allow them to maintain that, I think, charade, then they are going to continue to be able to recruit. We need to, I say, focus our effort in Iraq, not in Syria where it's a absolute mess, but in Iraq where we have a possibility of arming the Kurds, cooperating with the Kurdish, the Peshmerga, cooperating with the Iraqis who want to fight, and begin to move them out of Iraq. That, I think, has to be the first priority.
Some of your Republican challengers say they would send a lot more troops, boots on the ground, not just to Iraq, but to Syria as well.
I'm not for sending troops to Syria, but I am for sending more troops to Iraq. Look,
are you for a no-fly zone over Syria?
Again, we have the president has put us in a situation in Syria that I think is untenable. We have the Russians in there right now flying. We have them attempting to help Assad. Now the president has seemed like, well, Assad can stay for a while, and that's okay. We have created an absolute cesspool in Syria, and I don't think intervening in that is a good idea right now. But we have clear opportunities in Iraq. We have troops on the ground in Iraq. We are flying missions in Iraq, and we should be stepping up those to actually try to move them out of Iraq.
Sinai is a really dangerous place right now, and the United States has about 715 or 725 soldiers in Sinai right now. They've been there going back to the signing of the Israeli-Egyptian peace treaty back in 1979. Are they secure? Are they safe? Would you keep them there, or would you pull them out?
Well, I mean, I think we need to keep our treaty commitments between Egypt and Israel, and if our Israeli allies would want them to continue to be there, and the Egyptians want us to maintain a presence there, I think we should continue on. I'm not particularly concerned about them. Again, we have to hit at the root. The root is ISIS, and ISIS is going to continue to be powerful unless we begin to take some of their ground.
But if you don't take their ground, and they're headquartered in Raqqa, Syria right now, and if you're not going to send U.S. troops in there, no-fly zones, how are you going to deal with them in Syria?
Well, again, you deal with them where you have the front to be able to deal with them. Right now, Syria is not a viable front for United States or United States troops. The viable front is, in fact, in Iraq, and that's where we need to put our boots on the ground and put our air forces in.